Hello and welcome to this embodiment practice for inner child healing. My name is Jamie and I will be your guide today, leading you back into lost parts of yourself. So let's get started. Finding yourself in a comfortable position, lying down. And let's start to take a number of big, deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose and breathing out your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And just continuing that pattern. And with every exhale, seeing if you can soften all of the muscles in your face. Soften through your shoulders. And now bring that softening all the way down your spine. And as you breathe out, letting your belly get totally soft. Releasing all gripping and all tension. And now sending that down your legs to your feet, your arms and your hands. Taking the biggest inhale that you've taken all day, holding at the top just for a moment. And releasing with an audible sigh. Let your whole body sink. And now in this practice today, we are going to be connecting with lost parts of yourself. Another way to word it is our inner child. And we have so many beautiful aspects to our inner child. Our child parts are our playful parts. They make up our innocence, our joy, our creativity, our dreaminess. However, when trauma happens to us, especially in childhood, this disconnects us from these child qualities that we so love to embody as adults. So the purpose of this practice today is to reconnect with any lost parts of yourself that feel ready to come forward today, so that you can give yourself the love and care and attention that you so needed when you were young. First, we're going to start off with turning our awareness inward. Still breathing deep in your body. Turning the awareness inward. And I invite you to notice, as I was speaking previously about inner child, notice if you're starting to feel sensation in your body. Notice if any parts of your body tensed up as you heard my voice. Notice if you feel any pain, any discomfort. And a lot of times, that is our body's way of showing us that we are carrying emotional pain, is through our physical body's sensations. And when we turn our loving witness inward to really see and acknowledge what is going on in our physical bodies, this can often result in an emotional release. Not that you have to expect that today or put pressure on yourself to have that experience, but this does often happen. So just preparing yourself if tears need to come, if anger needs to pass through, opening yourself to all emotions with no judgment. And from this moment, maybe even declaring that no emotion is bad. So while some are a little bit more comfortable to feel than others, we limit our human experience by shutting off our ability to feel things like grief and shame and anger. So just setting that intention now. And I want to invite you into a breathing practice while we go on a guided journey to the inner child. Now that you're a little more in your body, I invite you to set an intention for how you want to feel and trusting that your consciousness will guide you exactly to that feeling. It might show you the opposite of that feeling and give you the opportunity to clear up any old energy and return back into love. So setting an intention. Today we're going to go into what's called the 3-part breath. This breath is so good for mobilizing stagnant energy. And the way that we do this is we breathe exclusively through our mouth. So we're going to inhale through the mouth and exhale out the mouth. And we're going to be doing 2 inhales to 1 exhale. We're going to be breathing through the mouth, inhaling at our belly, inhaling at our heart, and then exhaling. So inhale belly, inhale heart, exhale all through the mouth. I'll do a couple so you can hear what it sounds like. Good. And make sure that your mouth is open wide, really letting the oxygen come into your body, starting that breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale. And as you breathe, maybe moving your body or stretching your body in any way that you would need to in order to feel a little bit more settled into your breath. A lot of times when we are going into a breath practice like this, our body can kind of freak out because it knows that maybe some tough things are going to come forward. So we might feel a little blah, we might feel like we're just thinking about other stuff, our brain kicks in. So when we just kind of move our body, make some sound, still stay with the breath, that can help us land in the present moment. So doing that, still breathing, doing such a good job. And just turning on your witness consciousness. This is that higher part of you that can see you from a bird's eye view. This is the part of you that is all loving. It is your compassionate side, your non-judgmental side of yourself. And this part of you is so crucial when we're doing healing work like this. This is the part of you that holds space for any past hurts or current hurts. So turning on inner witness, deepening your breath. See if you can let your body take up more space on your inhale. Taking any last movements that you might need in this moment, any sounds you might have to make to land a little bit deeper in your practice. You're doing such a good job. And I invite you to visualize and imagine a beautiful meadow. And just notice what you see. Start taking some steps. Turn around, look at the scene. Take in all of the smells and the beauty. And notice how safe you feel here. And as you start to walk around this scene, you happen to see a door in the distance. And you get curious. You decide to go walk up to that door. Finding your way there now, and you notice that the door looks very unique. Noticing what the door is made of, Notice how the doorknob feels in your hand. And when you touch the doorknob, you get a jolt in your body that something is missing, that there is a part of you behind that door who's really needing your help. This might make you feel uncomfortable, maybe even kind of scared. And you muster up the courage. You muster up all of your love. And you decide to open that door. You gently step through the door. And you notice that it's quite dark. You feel around and you find a light switch. Turning on the light, noticing what you see. And you start to realize behind that door was your inner child. And just taking in that scene. Where is that inner child? Notice their body language. And notice if they know that you're there. It feels okay. Taking a couple of steps closer to your inner child, but still maintaining a respectful distance. And as you witness this child part of you, start to take in how you feel about them. And if it's okay, going at your pace, seeing if we can get that child's attention. Maybe you say hello. Maybe you can take a couple more steps towards them and wave. We want to make sure that we're very intentional here. So making that connection with your inner child. And seeing if it's okay if you sit by them. You don't have to touch if that's not okay. You can be a couple feet apart. And letting that child know that we're going to go at their pace. We're not here to try to force them to be different. We're just here to understand. We're here to be curious about why they feel the way that they feel and why they feel they have to hide in this dark room. And maybe just starting to ask that inner child, what is it like to be here in this room? Happened that caused you to end up here? long they have been here. And seeing if you can validate the way that they feel. Saying phrases like, "I hear you," that makes a lot of sense. And now asking that child part of you, it's okay if they don't feel ready quite yet, but asking them if they feel ready to go to a different scene with you. If they feel like they're ready to be taken out of that darkness and brought somewhere really, really safe. And if that's okay, seeing yourself there in 3, 2, 1. So seeing yourself and your inner child in a scene that feels totally safe. It could be somewhere that is made up. It can be somewhere that you've been before. And just noticing what it's like for your inner child to be somewhere different. Feel into your body what that is like. There might be tears, there might be relief. Maybe even apologizing to that child part for not knowing that they were stuck there. And if it feels right, making the promise to them that you'll never leave them there again, that they'll always be by your side. And now take this time to really hear them. Let them tell you about their hurts, their fears, maybe if they're angry. Letting yourself feel through anything that needs to be felt, knowing that you are safe and these feelings will pass. Still breathing deep. Noticing if your inner child needs a hug. Just seeing yourself doing that if that feels appropriate. And now we want to ask that inner child what they need. And sometimes they don't know, and that's okay. We can help them with this. So asking your inner child what they might need, and maybe what they don't need, maybe things that have been unhelpful. And now making the promise to meet that need. We make these promises, this is our commitment to keeping that inner child safe. And now we can ask this child part how they tried to get your attention through your physical body. Maybe you know right away, maybe this is something something that you need to explore a bit more. But maybe this part of you gets your attention via anxiety. Maybe they get your attention through a pit in your stomach feeling. Maybe this part of you causes you to dissociate from your feelings, because feelings can feel really scary. Maybe this part of you causes you to feel really angry. So just noticing without any judgment how this part of you communicates with you through your body. And when we know this allows us to pay closer attention to our body's subtle sensations, and sometimes not so subtle. That way we know, whenever I feel that pain in my belly, that's actually this part of me feeling shame. Or whenever I feel the ache in my heart, this is this part of me feeling really, really sad. And then we tap in. We communicate with the child part just like we're doing now. And we meet that need over and over and over again until safety is felt. This is the ultimate commitment to yourself. And know that you are most definitely worth spending this time connecting with yourself. And just noticing how your inner child feels as you promise to meet their needs, that their needs are not too much. And asking your inner child, what is something that they really want to do? And now this doesn't have to make logical sense. It can be fun, it can be silly. Noticing what they want to do. And now seeing the both of you doing that thing in that scene. And noticing if there's anything else that the child part needs for now. And when you're ready, we're going to see a timeline in front of us. And we're going to have a remote in your hand. And on the count of 3, we're going to click the fast forward button on the remote. And we are going to fast forward all the way to this present moment. In 3, 2, 1. Finding yourself here in the present moment with your inner child. And noticing where you want to keep them. Again, this doesn't have to be logical. Maybe it's in your heart. It could be at your side. And just putting them there now. Reminding them that they are always with you and we are going to keep listening. And now releasing that breath pattern. Let's find some stillness. And just opening to whatever comes next in the body. rest and to process.